Hello and welcome to ExpertSays. And today we are going to talk about Meghalaya's agricultural scenario, especially in the context of Pradhanmantri Fasal Bima Yojana, the National Crop Insurance Scheme. Today we have with us Mr. B.D. Phanbhu, Monitoring cum Evaluation Officer, Directorate of Agriculture, Meghalaya. So stay tuned and let's hear what the expert says. So Phanbhu sir, welcome to ExpertSays.
Thank you so much.
Sir, could you please provide us with an overview of Meghalaya's climatic conditions and land characteristics? How does this unique environment influence agricultural practices in the state?
Meghalaya is known for its diverse climate, terrain, and vegetation, and it has a monsoon type of climate. The Shillong Plateau has a temperate climate, while the lower regions of the Garawas, like the Rivoy district and the southern slopes of the state, have a warmer and more tropical climate. Meghalaya is the wettest region of India. It is mostly covered by forests, which provide us rich biodiversity and soil fertility. The state has subtropical forests, pine forests, bamboo forests, and grasslands. So when you talk about unique environmental influence agricultural practices in the state, like here in Meghalaya, the ethnic communities of the state follow two major types of agricultural practice, like shifting cultivation or slash and burn agriculture, terrace or burn cultivation, which we call. And another one is shifting cultivation is practiced in and around forests, and terrace cropping is practiced in valleys and foothills, and inside plantation forests. Tree-based farming practice also is prevalent in the state, where crops are grown in association with trees species like alder, tuileria, arecanut, coconut, bamboo, cassie pine, etc. These trees provide shade, nitrogen fixation, soil conservation, and income diversification. One thing, due to the hilly terrain and limited water resources, the farmers in the state predominantly use bamboo drip irrigation practice, where bamboo pipes are used to transfer water from natural springs to their fields. These are the unique environmental influence agricultural practice in our state prevalent.
Okay. And what are the primary crops grown in Meghalaya, and are there any agricultural products or practices specific to the state?
To Meghalaya, the primary crops grown in our state are rice, maize, summer potato, pineapple, banana, and arecanut, and also cashew nut, ginger, then red sheep and mustard, and cassie mandarin. So when you talk about unique agricultural products, we have, of course, in our state two unique products, which one is called Lakadong turmeric, which has a high curcumin variety of turmeric that has a geographical indication tag, and also recently we have also have a GI tag on cassie mandarin, a citrus fruit, which is known for its sweet and sour taste. Also, when you talk about unique practice specific in our state, like I have mentioned, bamboo drip irrigation, then which is a traditional method of using bamboo pipes to channel water from natural springs to fields. Like another one is shifting cultivation or slash and burn cultivation, practice of clearing patches of land by cutting and burning the vegetation, and then planting crops for a few years before moving to another area. So another one is terrace agriculture, which is practices in our state of practice of creating terrace on the slopes of hills and valleys to prevent soil erosion and conserve water. Another one is tree-based farming, a practice of growing crops in association with tree species such as alder, tuileria, I've mentioned, arecanut, coconut, bamboo, and cassie pine. So these are the specific unique practice specific to our state.
And so, since when has Meghalaya been participating in the Pradhanmantri Fasal Bima Yojana? And could you share some insights into the state's experiences and challenges that have been with this National Crop Insurance Scheme?
Meghalaya starting implementing Pradhanmantri Fasal Bima Yojana since 2016, which is the inception year by the Prime Minister of our country, Narendra Modi, sir. Some of the insights and challenges in the national crop schemes which we can mention, like cases such as increased claims, lack of awareness among farmers, high actual premium rates. These are the few challenges. But with the PMFBY revamp since 2020, it has made it more farmer friendly, like voluntary in nature and transparent. Some of the new features include flexibility for states to choose risk covers, and also use of a CCE app for crop estimation. and introduction of land records and Aadhaar. These are the, of course, state experience. When you talk about state Meghalaya, as you're aware, most of the farmers are small and marginal farmers. So, and also they are cultivating multi-crops and not just one crop in a large scale, no? So yeah, these are the challenges which are faced. Of course, we have certain provision which we have made, which I will later on maybe elaborate in the next.
And so, what unique strategies or steps is Meghalaya taking to increase awareness among farmers about Pradhanmantri Fasal Bima Yojana and encourage their enrollment in the scheme?
The unique service or steps in Meghalaya are taken to increase awareness among farmers about PMFBY, encourage the enrollment in the scheme, like spreading awareness through publicity campaign, using various media platforms such as radio, television, newspapers, social media, etc. Besides educating farmers about the benefits of the scheme and the procedure of enrollment through training programs, social media platforms, and a village campaign, etc. Even involving various stakeholders such as our district level officials at the district, like our stakeholders like insurance company representative in the awareness and enrollment activities. So we ensure also that the state have enough adequate of funds in collaboration with AIC or the implementing agency for awareness and enrollment of PMFBY. Besides also the states, time again we requested the banks we requested them to encourage farmers to opt for the scheme because in this revamp PMFBY, the farmers can opt out if they so desire. So banks are requested to encourage farmers not to opt out of the scheme, rather to take, especially for those lonely farmers. Then the important which the department has taken the initiative in respect of getting more farmers under the PMFBY. The department, with approval of the state government, has formulated a land possession certificate for the purpose of enrollment of farmers under PMFBY. As you're aware, Meghalaya state is a non-land record state. The absence of proper land record also has impacted the implementation of scheme since its inception in 2016. However, from Kharif 3 onwards, the land possession certificate, which is supposed to be signed by the headman and then countersigned by the district agriculture officers, is being considered and accepted for enrollment of farmers under the scheme. This has helped immensely in increasing the enrollment of farmers under PMFBY, especially in the case of non-learning farmers. This process, I want to inform, has also the approval of the Govt of India, which it is implemented right from Kharif 2023. So another thing, when it comes to how we make this scheme more farmers friendly, so to say, the state government has also adopted the universalization of the scheme by paying the farmers of the premium up to 1 acre per crop, for which is started from financial year 23-24.
Okay. In a state like Meghalaya, what approaches or methods are being used to persuade farmers to consider crop insurance and other forms of agricultural insurance?
The government has implemented the Pradhanmantri Fasal Bima Yojana, which is a flagship crop insurance scheme of the Government of India, with a clear approach or method that are being used to persuade farmers to consider crop insurance and other forms of agricultural insurance in Meghalaya, by providing subsidy in premium for crop insurance share between the center and the state in the ratio of 90-10, which is specifically for non-Asian states, for both Kharif and Rabi season during 2024. Another one, like extending the scheme to all farmers growing notified crops in the notified areas, including the sharecroppers and tenant farmers. This will ensure that the scheme covers a large number of farmers who are vulnerable to crop risk. Conducting awareness program also from time to time in collaboration with the implementing agency. This helps to inform the farmers about the benefits and features of the scheme, and also to encourage them to participate in it. Another thing, like providing insurance cover for learning farmers in the event of an unforeseen calamity, across of notified areas of both Kharif and Rabi, and normally for farmers availing insurance cover and minimum premium payment. Like I said, from our state, we have recently launched this universalization of scheme.
And how is Meghalaya utilizing technological innovations under the PMFBY framework to improve agricultural practices and insurance processes?
Okay. In Meghalaya, technological innovations under the Pradhanmantri Fasal Bima Yojana to revolutionize agricultural practice and insurance processes. Of course, there are aspects which I would like to mention, like to improve agricultural practice and insurance process in Meghalaya under PMFBY framework. The state has decided to use and implement the crop cutting experiment app, which was developed and introduced by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India. This app helps in collecting and recording data when crop cutting experiment is being conducted, which ensures accuracy of data collected, as the field functionaries have to be present in the field itself and then upload on real-time basis in the app. It also enables the user to upload images of CCE plots and the yield of each plot of different farmers in the state. So such data is useful in terms of insurance claim by the farmers enrolled under the PMFBY. So insurance agency enlisted under PMFBY, normally they have to cross-check the data, enter in the app for any claims that needs to be paid to the farmers. Therefore, what I want to say that the use of this app has really benefited the state in many ways. And of course, we have been doing it, and it has been, of course, we are trying to follow whatever as per the operational guidelines, which is another step forward toward using technological innovations in the state.
And as a state with unique environmental challenges, how is Meghalaya preparing for and adapting to the impacts of climate change, particularly in terms of agricultural sustainability and farmer welfare?
Meghalaya, facing unique environmental challenges, is preparing for climate change impacts by promoting sustainable agricultural practices and prioritizing farmers' welfare. So these will come in the form of climate resilient crop, which we encourage the farmers to go for crops which are resilient to challenging climatic conditions, ensuring food security despite environmental variations. And water conservation is another priorities, like implementing water conservation methods to address potential water scarcity issues, which will in turn enhancing irrigation efficiency for sustained agricultural productivity. Terrace farming also is another aspect, giving the hilly terrain, promoting and improving terrace farming techniques to maximize arable land usage and prevent soil erosion. Then we have this technological integration, utilizing technological innovations like possibility under the scheme like PMFBY to enhance agricultural practices, provide timely weather information, and improve disaster preparedness. So the next important aspect is the connecting awareness campaign to educate farmers about climate change, its potential impacts, and best practice for adapting to new agricultural realities. And the most important part is government support. Like I've said before, like government of Meghalaya is offering financial support in terms of bearing the farmers' premium, like offering financial and policy support to farmers, possibility through subsidies of the insurance schemes and incentives for adopting sustainable agricultural practices. These are the factors which we are trying to adapt in respect of impact to climate change.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you for giving us your precious time and insights. That's it for this episode of ExpertSays. I hope you enjoyed listening to our guest and learned something useful from him. Thank you for listening, and until next time, signing off.